Hey guys, it's Jen Lefforge. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here. Today is a very special day because it is packing day. By the time this video goes live, I will already be on my way to Walt Disney World. We're gonna be there for 4 nights and 5 very full days. We get there early in the morning on the first day and we don't leave until late in the day on the last day. So lots of adventures ahead. I'm gonna show you what I'm packing. I'm gonna show you what I'm carrying on the airplane, all the little things that help make our Disney trip special. This trip I'll be just with one of my kids, so it's a little bit simpler than some of our big family trips, which, you know, it has its pros and cons. Of course, I wish everybody could be there, but it is kind of nice to have one-on-one time with just one of your kids. Those of you that have done it, you know, and if you haven't, you really should consider it. So I'm gonna show you what I'm packing, I'm gonna show you how I packed it, and then we're gonna bundle it all up together and I'll be ready to go. I'm so glad you're here. So if you look here, you will see my packing cubes. Now these are the compression packing cubes from Eagle Creek. I will put a link to this below so you can order these if you want. I've demonstrated these for you guys before, but if you can see, they have like 2 zippers. They have the regular zipper and then they have a compression zipper. So after you fill it up, you zip up that second zipper and it makes everything nice and compact. This one has my bras and underwear. This one has my pajamas and bathing suit and cover up. And then I've got this bag here, which has all of my magic bands, and also I have a couple of fun little Minnie Mouse hair accessories and fun little things like that that are in there. I do have, I think at this point, every color of magic band, although I don't have the millennial pink or the black since you have to purchase those. This is my wet dry bag, which I am never without when I travel to a place where I will be swimming or working out. It has, the interior is waterproof, and this is the perfect bag for your wet bathing suit if it's not quite dry before you leave. Also, we're doing a split stay this time, so if I need to pack up a wet bathing suit, that will be perfect. This little secondary bag, I always pack something like this to work as a pool bag, because when I go down to the pool, I'm usually going to want to take, you know, my water bottle and a book and something else, so it's nice to have a smaller bag that I can throw on for that. We bought this years ago, and it was very inexpensive, but I have loved it. So this is the Eagle Creek packet folder, and I'm going to set up the tripod really quick and show you how this works, because this is a little item that I have really come to rely on, especially when I'm going on trips where I have a lot of things that I don't want to wrinkle. So I'm going to put you on the tripod. Hang on, you guys. I'll be right back. Okay. Hey, so I'm now on the floor. But I wanted to get the right angle to show you what this is. You may have seen these before, these packing folders. It comes with this little board here that helps show you how to fold your clothes so that they'll fit perfectly in this container. I don't know if you can see over my shoulder, I've got quite a few things in here. I've got 3 pairs of shorts, 1, 2, 3, 4, I think I have 8 tops. I have a dress and I have a little athleta skirt, all of which are coming with me on this trip. You fold it according to the directions that are on here, and really you don't have to go strictly by this as long as it basically fits the shape, and you want to get all the wrinkles out when you fold it, because that really will enable you to get to your destination with all of your clothes being wrinkle free. And you guys, this thing works like a dream. So after you folded everything, you put it in here, you take your little folding template and you put that on top, and that kind of creates the structure. And then you're going to take your side panels, and this compresses everything down so your clothes wrinkle because they move around, and what the packet folder does is it keeps your clothes from moving around. So you're going to fold that, and then you're going to come this way and you're going to fold it down again, and that's going to keep everything nice and compact. I also like that it has a handle on here, so when I get to my hotel, I think that hotel drawers are kind of gross. So I will put this whole thing inside the drawer. So it kind of gives me a liner for my clothes, and everything will be in there nice and neat and organized and ready to go. This is all of my shorts and shirts for the trip, as well as one dress that I'm planning on wearing to Ohana. And then this dress, which is my Monsters Inc. dress that I'm wearing for my birthday, is gonna go separately because I couldn't really figure out how to pack it without it getting even more wrinkled because the skirt is so big. So I'll be folding that and putting that in there separately. So that is the packet folder by Eagle Creek. I will put the link below. Okay, so next up we have my ear storage. Now I had a couple of you ask about my ear storage. How do I store my ears when I travel? So this is just a packing cube. This one is very old. I don't think you'll be able to find it anywhere. It was from Rick Steves' collection, which I think he still has. So I'll go ahead and put a link to these below, but it's not compression or anything. It's just a loose packing cube. It has a little bit of padding on the back and just like a soft mesh. I find that ears are actually very, structurally sound, I guess, because they really, I don't find that mine have any trouble no matter how I've packed them. I've never had them get bent or anything like that. This one has 3 pairs of ears and 2 ball caps. When I'm in the parks, and you guys will see this when, well, I hope you'll see it because I hope you'll watch the videos from the actual trip. I like a ball cap better than my ears when it's really hot. And since we're going, you know, mid-July, it's going to be really hot. And if there's a lot of sun, then I'm typically going to have a ball cap on instead of my mouse ears. Those are all tucked away neatly in there. Then, of course, I have my toiletry bag. Now, this is by Hidaki, and I've used this for a long time. And here's why I love this toiletry bag so much. So I'm gonna open it up so you guys can see. So I haven't put, up here is where I will put my jewelry, will go in this top section here. And then here I have all of my basic toiletries. And then in this big section down here, I have like my sunscreen, ibuprofen, my hairbrush. I'm lactose intolerant, so I have my Lactaid because I'm gonna be eating some ice cream and I'm gonna wanna have my Lactaid pills. You know, just basic things that I'll need. This will go in my checked bag. Now I did put some other toiletries will go in my backpack that's going on the plane with me, but that's basically my contact stuff and my medication. Because if for some reason my luggage got lost, I really can't do, the other things I could easily do without, but I cannot do without my medication and my contact stuff. So the reason I love this toiletry kit so much is it just hangs like this. So I will usually only take this if I'm checking a bag because it is rather large, but it easily holds everything and I like that it keeps everything nice and organized. And then let me show you how it closes up. It actually has 2 invisible magnets. So you just fold that over, voila. And the magnets stick there and it's just this one smaller size case. I'm hoping that I can find this somewhere. I've had it for a few years, but I'll try to find the link and put that down there for you guys too. Okay, now we're gonna get into my Sketch backpack, which is this baby right here. Now, I just got this. As I said earlier, I will give you a link so you can watch me look at all the features of this bag. It is vinyl. It is not coated cotton or leather like a lot of the other Dooney bags. I happen to love that because I plan on using this in the parks, and I love that it's water repellent and I won't have to worry. It's very easy to clean, so I like that about it. It has lots of different pockets. This is packed right now to go on the airplane with me. I will take some of these things out when we get there, and I also have my smaller park bag. So here's my rationale on which bag I'm taking in. If it looks like it's going to rain and or if we're gonna be in a park for, you know, 8, 9, 10 hours, this is the bag that's gonna go with me. Because if I'm gonna park that long, I'm gonna want a few more creature comforts, and I'll show you what those are. If, however, we're park hopping, like a lot of times we'll take a break and then we'll just go somewhere in the evening, I'm going to take my smaller park bag, which is this baby right here, which I absolutely love. All of a sudden I'm drawing a blank on who makes this. And of course I don't have my glasses on, so I can't even see it. And I know some of you are screaming at the screen because I'm not remembering. Kipling. I was like, it's the name of the guy that wrote the Jungle Book. This is a Kipling bag. Again, it's vinyl. It is very, you know, water stain resistant, has this cute little Louis on it. And this is kind of my minimalist bag. Now that I'm vlogging, I do always want to have my camera stuff with me. So this one has all of that, lots of extra pockets in here. In either bag that I'm taking, there's a few essentials that we're gonna take into the park. My number 1 necessary are these little portable fans. So you turn them on, and then they just blow right on you. So if you're waiting in line, and I'm sorry if that makes a little bit of noise, it's actually pretty quiet, but if you're waiting in a long line and it's just stagnant air, I just like to turn this on and you get a little bit of a breeze and it's just delightful. So I'll be packing this as well as some extra batteries, my camera stuff, of course my ID and I don't take a lot because we'll have our magic bands, but I will have a little bit of cash and probably one credit card. So for the trip, this is going in here, and I haven't decided yet what park bag I'm using. I'm leaning toward using this our first day because we get in so early, and then we're in Hollywood Studios the entire day. So I'm leaning toward taking the bigger bag. So what else is in here is my little bit of toiletries that I want to make sure I have with me. My makeup will go in here too. I'm a very basic girl when it comes to makeup. I think I have 5 items. So I don't need a lot of makeup, but that will go with me in my carry-on. This will go with me, and I would have put this in the checked bag, but I have an extra battery in here for my camera, and as we know, you cannot take, or you cannot check batteries, so they need to go in your carry-on luggage. And in here, and I bought this bag at Target, in here I have an extra charger. This is what I use when I'm in the parks. I will put my camera on here. It just gives me a little bit of, it helps me not to shake when I'm filming, and I really like this. So that little holster is going with me. I'll bring my little tripod just in case. And then this little beauty, if you are a vlogger, you need one of these. So this is from the Container Store, and it's actually over in the travel section, and it's for pills. I'm gonna show you guys. So it has 2 sides to the compartment. This compartment here is just open. I don't know if I can show you. It's just open, and it's the perfect size for a battery. So that goes in there. And then this compartment here fits my SD cards absolutely perfectly. So I was really glad that I found this, and this way I'm sure that I always have all my batteries and my SD cards. So that's really awesome as well. So obviously my actual camera will go in here when I am ready to head out the door, but right now I'm using it, so he's not in here. Also in here is the ball cap that I will be wearing when we get there. It says, "I'm done adulting, where are the Disney parks?" So I think that will be just perfect. And you know, I might have some cast members say, "You're here, the Disney parks are right here," and that's fine. I have my jacket. Now I looked at the forecast, and as usually happens in the summer, there's rain in the forecast every day. What I don't know yet is that typical Florida rain, which is pop-up storms in the afternoon, or is that like torrential downpours? Either way, this is by Quick Trespass. It's actually a British brand, and it is a waterproof jacket, and I like that it folds up like this. I like a jacket better than a poncho. This is very lightweight and it won't be hot, but ponchos just suffocate me. So this will be going with me if it looks like it will be raining. This is the poncho for my son, because he'll say, "I don't want it," and then it will be pouring down rain and he'll want it, so I have this. This one I ordered off of Amazon as well. It's a little bit higher end than just, you know, the throwaway ones, a little thicker fabric, so I will take that for him. Now this next item that is in my park bag is, I need to give him a name, because what this is it's freezing cold on this bus and I'm exhausted and I am miserable jacket. It is a know nothing. In fact, I stole it from one of my boys because they outgrew it. It is a Massimo from Target, very thin weight. It folds up to next to nothing. If you have not been to Disney World yet, particularly in the summer, the buses are freezing. Like, you get on the bus, and when I'm tired, I tend to get cold anyway. So you're already tired and you get on a freezing cold bus, and there's just something about being cold that makes me completely miserable, especially if I'm tired. So he is going to go with me. Also, sometimes the restaurants are freezing, so it may seem weird to you that it's going to be, you know, 90 degrees and I am packing a jacket, but it really makes a big difference for me when I'm at Disney. I didn't show you my shoes. So here's where I put all my shoes, is in the top part of the bag. Oh, and there's one more thing I forgot to show you. So glad we had this conversation. So this I bought, well, this is kind of funny. There's several things. We're not done yet. There's several things I still have to show you. So this is actually a stroller fan, but it also will sit flat. Allison WDW Girl, which if you're not following her, you should. She's amazing, an amazing mom of 2 of the cutest little girls you ever saw. And they bought this as a stroller fan, but I have issues when I feel suffocated in a hotel room at night, and I really like to have air just blowing on me. So this actually is a USB fan. So I can plug it in to the USB port in the room or into my little adapter if I want to plug it into a plug, set it on the nightstand, and have air blowing on me. How amazing is that? I've actually tried this baby out a couple times and I'm really, really happy with it. I think I will be taking this to Europe with me, lots of different places. Actually good for Europe because it's a USB plug-in, so that can be compatible over there. So I'm actually super excited about that. The other thing, and this is for my Disney Vacation Club members, you guys are always asking me about, I did a whole video on how our vacations have changed since we joined Disney Vacation Club. And one of those things is that you have an actual coffee pot in your room, not like one of the pod ones. So here's my little barista bag. And in my barista bag, normally I use the Starbucks for Kirkland coffee, but Javalia was having a buy one, get one free deal at Publix, so Javalia it is. So I have my Javalia coffee. I have my coffee filters. The Disney coffee pots all take a regular basket filter. This is the large one, but the small one will work too. Little tip for you on that. If you do not bring coffee filters, a paper towel will work as a coffee filter. So just so you know. But I've got my coffee filters, my mini mousse, because I actually like to have, I don't like powdered creamer. And I probably will go down to the little market and get a small thing of milk, but in case that doesn't work out, I know that I have my mini mousse. And then I am very particular. I sound like such a coffee diva. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm very particular about what I put in my coffee to sweeten it. So I use Truvia, and this is, you can't find this anywhere. I mean, it's the rare restaurant that will have it. So I got a bunch of these and I put it in my bag, and I am all set for my coffee. The only thing I have left to add to this is my little 2018 travel coffee tumbler. What I love to do, because I'm always up really early when we're at Disney, is to fill up my tumbler with coffee and either sit on the balcony or walk around the resort. Disney World first thing in the morning is just my favorite thing in the world. There's just something about the stillness of the parks before things get crazy that is just my favorite. So my coffee is all ready to go. The other thing that I have not put in here yet, because I still need to pop over to the grocery store this afternoon and grab it, I will be putting a box of Pop-Tarts and a box of Cliff Bars will be going in this suitcase. And that's so that we have something fast to eat before we go into the parks. We're not ones to, I'm not gonna stop at Starbucks. We're not gonna mess with all that. We are just grab and go. A little tip on the grab and go piece. If you are in a studio or 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom, DVC has taken to putting, what do I wanna say, like carry out coffee cups in the rooms. So that's super helpful because I can fill up my coffee and drink it on the bus and just toss it when we get to the park that we're going to. Okay, so that's enough of all of that. Did I show you my shoes? I don't really need to show you my shoes, although these little flats are super cute, because you know that Monsters Inc. dress? I found these. They're bass and they're little suede flats. Here's with how these won't work, is if it's pouring down rain when I'm planning on wearing that dress, but they don't take up much room, so I didn't think that was a big deal. And then of course my Skechers tennis shoes, which is what I'll wear every day walking around the parks. And then I brought my little Superga tennis shoes because it's always good to have an extra pair to change into. You're just walking so much that sometimes in the evenings I like to change to a different pair of walking shoes. And then my UFOs sandals, which if you're a runner, and you are not wearing these are the most comfortable flip-flops in the entire world, and these are kind of getting worn. I'm probably due for a new pair, but these are UFOs and they're great for after a long run, but I also really love them in Florida because after I get back to the room after a long day, I kind of feel like I've run a marathon. So these recovery sandals are the best. Okay, I'm gonna put you guys, gonna go back to the tripod. Well, you've been on the tripod, but I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna get all this stuff packed up, and I'll see you in just a minute. Okay, so we're all packed up and ready to go. You saw I put my yellow Magical Express tags on the big suitcase, so that is ready to go. I've got my backpack loaded, ready for our first full day at the parks. I think we've remembered everything, but the good news is Walt Disney World is not actually on Mars, so if there's anything I've forgotten, I know how to get to Target, I know how to get to Publix, I know how to use Amazon Prime Now, and I'm sure I can grab whatever it is that I need. But I think I did a pretty good job. I'm so glad you guys came along. How do you pack for a Disney trip? Are you kind of an obsessed over planner like I am? I have literally been throwing things in my packing bag for weeks, thinking through what I wanted to take, and for me, that's a big part of the fun. Like I said, by the time you see this, I'll be at Disney World, so please be watching for my videos from that trip. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you really need to, because that's where I'll be doing most of the recording of what we're doing real time. And if I don't see you over on Instagram, I will see you when I get back. Yes, I am done adulting. Where are the Disney parks? I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day. Bye.